you can save this information and we can go to the next step, demographics, and quickly clean up the things that are there.
So I just press save and it's happening in the background. Quickly going to define your niche demographics.
Yes, you can put the website name.
That's Battles, I know this. This is Andre. Founder or CEO.
Are they the same personas?
It'll be the same persona.
Okay.
You know, people use varying titles here.
Sure, I understand then. So you can just put the comma and it won't affect much. And then the decision maker is, you can put same thing, a founder, CEO, and business owner if they're also decision maker. Right? You are the CEO of the marketing.
So my Google search data told me there's more people looking for marketing consultant. All right, and their age 38, male. Ideally, they're female. During the time they're female. Location. So I need to go to a city level here.
You can put a city or country, or in the case of Edward, he can also say worldwide, right?
You say worldwide.
Yes.
And is this the person I'm going to help her? Okay, it's the same person for me. All right, I understand the context. Sometimes it just helps you slow down and read what you've put here. It's very, very clear. It's just we get in our own way.
So sometimes you have different occupations, right? Occupational titles. In some of the industries, you're still having an occupation. Occupation can be that you are in the car wash and your car washer. This is your occupation.
Yeah.
But you can call it still a small and medium business solopreneur. That's different, right? So that was, I think, the subtle difference.
Yeah. So for example, would it be fair to say someone could be a healthcare assistant as a title, but the occupation is they're a nurse?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Married, experience years in their business, bachelor's, yes. Company size 1 to 5, main traffic channel, social media. Yes, cool. So save that.
Yeah.
All right. So whilst I'm filling this up, it generates all this information here, and I could copy and paste some of this. That's what you explained to Edward.
Not right now, but
once this is completed.
Once it's complete.
This is the existing information from the previous setup.
Previous section, yes.
Cool. So we go to
here the main topic of interest. So you can think of also your SEO knowledge on this. You must have done some research before or idea, so you can put that single set of information or a short keyword, I think, which you wanted to optimize for. You wanted to write it short, like one single keyword.
Okay.
Right.
One sentence.
Even like 3 words. Think about same keyword that you will optimize your website or landing page or content for. This is also a most often searched term. You can also apply that knowledge of high volume and low competition.
Yes.
So you can inject right at this place your SEO knowledge as well.
So yes, we can add all the long tails and the short tails here. Brilliant. Okay.
So these are the questions that they will be asking, basically.
This is like the question that they are asking in Google. And then you wanted to create content around these. So giving more information to Athena, creating more knowledge around it.
You suggested me that I could purchase, let's say, whichever one is closer to my needs, right? Let's say $25 or whatever. What you suggested me is that I have 2 screens next to each other where so then I could translate it myself. Like if that served me, right? So I could translate it in Spanish and I start from scratch, but I'm using the other one as a reference. That's what you said?
Yes. You can open one screen, use it as a reference. And then while you use this reference, you can also translate yourself into Spanish. Because while you will translate, you will inject your own words.
Exactly.
Right?
I know that you could use your software also to use blog posts and things like that. The same concept could apply to do, let's say, YouTube videos. Like I could use the same concept to write that blog post, but in reality, that would be the content for a video, like the script for a video.
Once you do the basic research in Spanish and Athena's Train, and when you start creating content, it's all going to be in Spanish.
Exactly, yes.
Right, and same mechanism work in the backend. If the quality of the content in English is good, then of course you will see the quality of the content in Spanish also good. So dependency on the quality is on the translation, whether translation is good or not. And that's why I suggested to use DeepL for Spanish, because DeepL API for Spanish is really good. It can really translate, and some of the suspicions that you have might be taken care well by the translation API itself, because it is designed to translate the Spanish words from English to Spanish and picking up those tones if they are present in English as well.
This is what I was telling you about the translation, that since I'm doing it in Spanish, right, and all of this in Spanish, Athena is doing the research in English. Is that what it is?
Yes, I can tell you why this is the reason. Because when we ask Athena to do research in Spanish, maybe the data points are not good enough. The data is not good enough. And once data is not good enough, we might be introducing some biases, some of the things which might then decrease overall quality of the content.
No, the reason I'm saying yes like that is because sometimes I've done, let's say, keyword research, and it's so poor. It's so poor in Spanish, when I'm doing the research, and what it gives me I'm talking about even Google itself. Sometimes I'm looking for keywords ideas, and it's so poor compared to what it would give me in English.
Right.
So I understand your point.
Yeah.
And then, so if I use Athena to do a blog post, I could use that as a script, and I'll do whatever changes to use it as a script for a video, for instance. It's the same thing.
Exactly. A blog script is not necessarily all the time blog. It's a script, a text.
It's a script.
Yes. You can also give direction to Athena. I want to create a YouTube video script on this topic. Maybe then the narrative will be a little bit more in the way you want to present yourself in the YouTube. Right.
And then Athena will always ask me for those scripts. Okay, what is the topic that you want to talk about? Will it suggest topics?
We already did the groundwork, right? All this information. So there's a lot of information available with Athena. What is your business? What you wanted to talk about? And this will be used to create the blog post and other information.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
Can I come back in? The sequence?
Sure.
The main topic of interest is how to gain leads from our website. Long tail topics. These are common questions. I noticed previously, Harish, there was no question mark, so that might have just been added by the original contributor. So I put the question marks in. How to increase my Google rankings? How can I be on page of Google for my industry? How can I make my website being found by Google? How do I know my SEO agency is delivering the SEO work? What's the best way for me to get more leads? And then niche pre-headline. So they had put an abbreviation for attention. I don't know whether I need that there or not.
You don't need even remove it also, but it was just like to identify that we are addressing our audience first, and then going to sub-headline and another headline.
So maybe a niche, a small service business owners who are struggling to get leads on your or their website.
I think their website. Let's talk about them.
Okay, cool. Niche headline, how to get more leads for your local business though.
Right.
Is that all right there, based on what you just said?
Yeah. Your local business.
Okay, and the niche subheadline is stop wasting hours on free Facebook posts which do not generate results. I'm just thinking in a post, because there's a lot of small business owners that just put time on Facebook and it does nothing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Cool, so we'll save that.
Yes.
All right, and then we're going to the niche psychographics then. I love that your tool has psychographics. There's so many people who do not know about the psychographics. It's unheard of. Okay, big shock statement. Did you know that you need to be... That's perfect.
Can I give you one suggestion here?
Sure.
Maybe what you can do, and we can try it. So you can copy the first statement somewhere else, and
you mean just keep it in a text pad or something separately?
Yeah, if you can open a text box or another text box, because I'm going to tell you a trick. We are going to use fill with AI.
Lovely. Yeah, I noticed the fill with AI button there. I was about to ask you a question. Cool. All right. So
we have this second question, that is single big emotional payoff. You also want to have this. So we need initial to input. Just put it on your sticky note.
Oh, okay. Put on my sticky note. All right.
You have two of them. You can press the clear button. There is a clear button.
Yes.
Yes. You can save it. And now you can put back your first two answers. And the second one also. Now, I'm sure once you clear and you saved it also, so all the information do not exist, and we can press the button fill with AI.
This will do all of them, or just that?
Yes,
fill?
no, all of them.
Okay, so we've just put on the top two, and I'm going to press fill with AI.
Yes.
Go.
You can see most of the information are filled up already. And this is what I wanted to achieve with fill with AI. So we are good here. You can quickly check if this information is all correct. If you wanted to make some changes, then we can save it.
So we're seeing individual features for the individual mistakes, is that right?
Yeah, these are all individual. Think of one single thing, big secret, mistake, feature, suspicion. So basically, when you're tweaking this, right, you're adapting to your own use case.
That's right.
And
yeah.
You're telling AI in a better way that this is what I want. And this is the hard work that we put in the beginning to control AI, to get more control in the outcome, so that you don't need to do this hard work again and again. So that's the difference with this tool and rest, because it takes some time to set it up, but then you're spinning content after content without revisiting this information. Now we have the last step, because you also wanted to make sure these insights are same as you wanted to use to train Athena. So quickest way for us is to go back to the niche, like top bar, delete, like control select and delete it, because you don't want to pollute your workspace, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just wanted to delete it and save and regenerate again. Shall we do that?
So from here.
Yeah, just delete it.
Yep.
Save it.
Save.
And then press
be
generate.
patient.
Yes.
Inside saved and
Yes.
generate now.
Generate now. Yes.
Cool.
You can read them later, and hopefully you can get some more ideas there to help you to fill this more information that is needed.
Yeah.
And if you are in hurry to create content, I'll just say leave it, because it's a kind of extra reference for AI.
I could always come back and edit this section here as well.
Yes. You can also add your own information, some research that you have done in small paragraphs.
Athena picks up everything for the final avatar persona. It picks up everything from the insights. That's where it builds.
Right.
That's its reference point.
Indeed.
Okay,
and when you read insight, you will already get a lot of idea on what to post on social media. Like if you just say vertical, it is about to increase my Google ranking. How can I be on the page of Google One? This is you're speaking their language. You're already discovering many ideas here, which is very kind of connected and correlated with what the information you have given. If you read the ideal prospect overview again, maybe it is coming up with different ideas. So you say, Greg utilizes knowledge in the travel industry, run his own business, which can be found on the phone. So he has worked hard for a few years building up a customer base. It's expanding on your story.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have some other idea, you can also inject on it. But see, it's a kind of extra understanding correlated to what input you have provided.
Yeah. For someone who's looked at a lot of storyboard personas, you can see how it's all coming together.